Hello, you're welcome to this class, which is a continuation of the previous class we had. And in this module, we are going to look at the plus operator. If you recall, I said earlier when we use the plus operator that it can be used in two ways. It can be used to add two numbers, and it can also be used to concatenate two numbers or two strings. Concatenation is a combination of two or more strings. Okay, so here we want to see how the plus sign can be used to concatenate two strings. Okay, so we have the hash sign there. Also note that Python uses quotation marks, double or triple quotation marks for comments. Either the hash sign or the quotation marks are used for comments. So I'll show you as we progress in the class how the quotation mark can also be used. But for now, let's make use of the hash. The hash sign here shows that Python uses the plus sign for concatenation if we want to add two numbers. Okay, so the first thing here we have is we said number one, that is the first number, equal to. Now, how do you tell a user, or how do you tell Python that a user wants to enter value or want to give a command into the program? So we say in number equal to impute. Okay, so you are going to use impute as a keyword there, impute. So once you say impute, Python expects that the user will enter the value. Okay, and we are assigning it to a variable. Number one is a variable. So whatever we have equal to as assignments is assigning whatever we have to number one. So we said number one equal to impute bracket opens quotation, enter the first number, column, space, close quotation, and close the bracket. Please take note of the syntax, because if you don't do it correctly, it's going to give you a syntax error. Syntax error is an error generated as a result of the wrong use of the commands that should be used. So number one equal to impute bracket open, quotation, enter the first number, column, space, close the quotation, and then close the bracket. What this means is that whatever is in a quotation will be stated exactly the way it is. So when you run it, it will ask the user to enter the first number, and it expects that the user will enter a number there. Then number two equal to impute. The same way, number two is a variable. We have said before that variable is a storage space, a memory location. Okay, it's a container for storing data. So we say number two equal to impute, bracket opens, quotation opens, enter the second number, column, space, close quotation, and close the bracket. Now the next command is now answer. So what should be an answer? Answer equal to number one plus number two, and then print answer. Okay, so if we run this that I have highlighted, let's see what it's going to give us. So you say enter the first number. Let's see. Four. Enter 4, and then we press enter to go to the next thing. Enter the second number. Let's say 5, and then we press enter. Okay, you see, so it gives us 45. It gives us 45. So it's actually has added the two numbers. Okay, but what it has done here, it has concatenated the two numbers. Don't forget, we say the concatenation combines the two numbers. It has not added them, and that is why it's showing 45. Look at it. It's showing 45. Now, this is not what we want. This is not the correct answer. So what do? we are going to do what we call casting in Python. Okay, when you cast in Python, you are forcing the program to use a particular data type that you want it to use. So we say number one equal to input, enter the first number. Number two equal to input, enter the second number. Now answer is equal to. So here we are going to cast. Answer equal to int. Okay. Now in Python as well, we have different data types. Okay. Now the commonest data types are int for integers. Integers, these are whole numbers. Okay. Then we also have string, a collection of characters, combination of characters. And then we have the boolean. Boolean is results in either true or false. Okay, so as we go further, we see the uses of these variables, how these data types are used. Okay, so but in this case, we want to enter an integer. So we put int bracket opens number 1 plus int bracket opens number 2, instead of just writing answer equal to number 1 plus number 2, which is going to give us 45 by concatenating it. But we don't want it to be concatenated. So we have to tell Python that we want to add it. And that is why we have to use the int. So when we say print answer, it will now add it as numbers and then give us the correct answer. So if we run this program here, let's see the difference now. So you say enter the first number. So we enter 4. Excuse me. Enter the first number. I'm going to click here. On the console, I'll enter 4. I press enter. And then I'll enter 5. And then I'll press enter. Enter. So you see, it has checked and then given us the correct answer. And the correct answer is 9. So 4 plus 5 is 9. The reason is because we have forced it to use integers. We have told it that we want to add these two numbers because they are integers. In the first instance, where we didn't put int, it added them as a string. But we have added int and then it identified them as numbers. And that is how it was able to give us the answer as 9. Thank you, and looking forward to see you in the next class.